The Centenarian story by Walt Whitman. Give me your hand, old revolutionary. The hill top is nigh but a few steps, make room, gentleman winking face. Up the path you have followed me well, spite of your 100 and extra years. You can walk, old man, though your eyes are almost done. Your faculties serve you, and presently I must have them serve me. Rest, while I tell what the crowd around us means. On the plain below, recruits are drilling and exercising. There is the camp. One regiment departs tomorrow. Do you hear the officers giving the orders? Do you hear the clank of the muskets? Why, what comes over you now, old man? Why do you tremble, and clutch my hand so convulsively? The troops are but drilling, they are yet surrounded with smiles. Around them, at hand, the well-dressed friends, and the women, while splendid and warm the afternoon sun shines down. Green the midsummer verdure, and fresh blows the dallying breeze, o'er proud and peaceful cities, an arm of the sea between. But drill and parade are over, they march back to quarters. Only hear that approval of hands. Hear what a clapping, as wending, the crowds now part and disperse. But we, old man, not for nothing have I brought you hither. We must remain, you to speak in your turn, and I to listen and tell. The Centenarian. When I clutched your hand, it was not with terror, but suddenly, pouring about me here, on every side, and below there where the boys were drilling, and up the slopes they ran, and where tents are pitched, and wherever you see, south and southeast and southwest, over hills, across lowlands, and in the skirts of woods, and along the shores, in mire, now filled over, came again, and suddenly raged, as 85 years agone, no mere parade received with applause of friends, but a battle, which I took part in myself. Long ago as it is, I took part in it, walking then this hilltop, this same ground. This is the ground. My blind eyes, even as I speak, behold it repeopled from graves. The years recede, pavements and stately houses disappear. Rude forts appear again, the old hooped guns are mounted. I see the lines of raced earth stretching from river to bay. I mark the vista of waters, I mark the uplands and slopes. Here we lay encamped. It was this time in summer also. As I talk, I remember all. I remember the declaration. It was read here. The whole army paraded. It was read to us here. By his staff surrounded, the general stood in the middle. He held up his unsheathed sword. It glittered in the sun in full sight of the army. 'Twas a bold act then. The English warships had just arrived. The king had sent them from over the sea. We could watch down the lower bay, where they lay at anchor, and the transports, swarming with soldiers. A few days more, and they landed, and then the battle. 20,000 were brought against us, a veteran force, furnished with good artillery. I tell not now the whole of the battle, but one brigade, early in the forenoon, ordered forward to engage the red coats. Of that brigade I tell, and how steadily it marched, and how long and how well it stood, confronting death. Who do you think that was, marching steadily, sternly confronting death? It was the brigade of the youngest men, 2,000 strong, raised in Virginia and Maryland, and many of them known personally to the general. Jauntily forward they went with quick step toward Gowanus waters, till of a sudden, unlooked for, by defiles through the woods, gained at night, the British advancing, wedging in from the east, fiercely playing their guns, that brigade of the youngest was cut off, and at the enemy's mercy. The general watched them from this hill. They made repeated desperate attempts to burst their environment, then drew close together, very compact, their flag flying in the middle. But oh, from the hills how the cannon were thinning and thinning them. It sickens me yet, that slaughter. I saw the moisture gather in drops on the face of the general. I saw how he wrung his hands in anguish. Meanwhile the British maneuvered to draw us out for a pitched battle, but we dared not trust the chances of a pitched battle. We fought the fight in detachments, sallying forth. We fought at several points, but in each the luck was against us. Our foe advancing, steadily getting the best of it, pushed us back to the works on this hill, till we turned, menacing, here, and then he left us. That was the going out of the brigade of the youngest men, 2,000 strong. Few returned, nearly all remain in Brooklyn. That, and here, my general's first battle. Number women looking on, nor sunshine to bask in it, did not conclude with applause. nobody clapped hands here then. But in darkness, in mist, on the ground, under a chill rain, wearied that night we lay, foiled and sullen, while scornfully laughed many an arrogant lord, off against us encamped, quite within hearing, feasting, clinking wine glasses together over their victory. So, dull, and damp, and another day, but the night of that, mist lifting, rain ceasing, silent as a ghost, while they thought they were sure of him, my general retreated. I saw him at the riverside, down by the ferry, lit by torches, hastening the embarkation. My general waited till the soldiers and wounded were all passed over, and then, it was just ere sunrise, these eyes rested on him. For the last time, everyone else seemed filled with gloom. Many no doubt thought of capitulation. But when my general passed me, as he stood in his boat, and looked toward the coming sun, I saw something different from capitulation. Terminus. Enough. The Centenarian story ends. The two, the past and present, have interchanged. I myself, as connector, as chansonnier. Of a great future, I'm now speaking. And is this the ground Washington trod? And these waters I listlessly daily cross, are these the waters he crossed, as resolute in defeat, as other generals in their proudest triumphs? It is well a lesson like that, always comes good. I must copy the story, and send it eastward and westward. I must preserve that look, as it beamed on you, rivers of Brooklyn. See. As the annual round returns, the phantoms return. It is the 27th of August, and the British have landed. The battle begins, and goes against us. Behold, through the smoke, Washington's face. The brigade of Virginia and Maryland have marched forth to intercept the enemy. They are cut off. Murderous artillery from the hills plays upon them. Rank after rank falls, while over them silently droops the flag, baptized that day in many a young man's bloody wounds, in death, defeat, and sisters' mothers' tears. Ah, hills and slopes of Brooklyn! I perceive you are more valuable than your owners supposed. Ah, river! Henceforth you will be illumined to me at sunrise with something besides the sun. Encampments new. In the midst of you stands an encampment. Very old. Stands forever the camp of the dead brigade.